Alright guys, so here we are in Magic Duels once again. Last night I was doing some questing, and I got a couple of messages from Mega Beast, saying, "What the hell are you doing playing this game? Go back to Hearthstone." He was being pretty mean to me, saying, your channel's dead and the priority's not as bad. Oh, he was pretty salty, but I mean, I guess that's what happened when your favorite YouTuber goes offline. He was really sad and angry with me. But seriously though, So because of that, what I did was it was late at night and I couldn't talk because my kids were asleep upstairs, so I just recorded a little quick video of me doing some questing just to upload it, and because he made me feel bad about not uploading anything. So I figured today I will actually, since it's Friday, I'm having a couple of beers, my wife and kids are gone out, that I will play a couple of games. So I've got a few decks here, that I use to quest. Nothing I've tweaked too hard. This is a red-green Landfall aggro, which is obviously a deck that I played last season. That's going to be a theme throughout most of these decks. Because, I haven't been brewing, I haven't been playing the game. So I just took it and updated it with the new cards. So I'll just take you right through it right quick. Scythe Leopard, all 3 copies, Landfall +1/+1. 1 copy of Hakeem Stonemaker because it's fine mana sink, but you don't ever want multiples because they each require 3 mana and you just can't afford both. So just one of those. 4 Slide Runners, 2/1 Trample, Landfall +1/+1. 2 Sylvan Advocates, probably the best 2-drop in the game these days. 2/3 Vigilance, and if you have 6 lands in play, it gets bigger, and your land creatures get bigger. Snapping Gnarlid, 2 mana 2/2 +1/+1 with Landfall, all 4 copies of those. 3 copies of Spark Mage's Gambit. I used to play, what was it called? Retreat to Valakut in this deck, 1 copy, to shut down blockers or pump up attackers, but this kills 1 toughness guys, and it negates 2 blockers for 1 turn, which this deck really, really loves. Your opponent stabilizes, you just do a Spark Mage's Gambit. It's like a Twin Bolt, but it doesn't kill the guys, it just means that they can't block, and that's really all that you need. So I've got 3, I'm not sure if the number's right, 2 or 3, but I haven't been testing, so one thing I'll throw it out there for you to do is if you want to take any of these lists that I show you over the next couple of weeks, maybe I'll put out 1 video a week or something, and if you want to tweak them, and let me know in the comments section, how they've done for you and what you think they could be doing better, then let me know. We're playing 1 Nissa Vastwood Seer. She is a borderland ranger and primarily play her on 3 just to get a land, so we can trigger Landfall, but she has huge upside, obviously, and your opponent's going to want to remove her on sight. Tireless Tracker, one of the best new cards. Absolutely insane. Card advantage spirals out of control. Gets really huge. Relentless Hunter is also a new card, 3 mana 3/3. That's basically why I'm playing it. It's an aggressive card, and it fills a hole in the curve of the deck. Has a fairly nice curve, fairly lean, lots of 2-drops, some 3s, a couple 4s. Playing 25 lands because of Landfall, so sometimes it's a mana sink. You can pump it multiple times if you have 6 mana. It's not something that's going to come up often, but it's a thing, and for 3 mana you're giving it a 4/4 trample. So that's not too bad. Exquisite Firecraft removal or just reach to burn somebody out is probably one of the best rates. 3 damage for 4 mana we have in Duels. Devouring Flames, 3 mana sorcery, and 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. And you get to pick up a land and play it again, which is obviously great for a Landfall deck, so you can pick up your Looming Spires and lay it back down. If you used it on a previous turn, then you get to use it again on this turn. And it kills something and gets a blocker out of the way. It doesn't go face, unfortunately, but that's all you can do. Hakeem Firebird, just 3/3 hasted flyer, and in those long attrition-y type games, you can get it back. 2 Mina and Den. I mean, I've gone back and forth on whether this should be 1 or 2 because it's legendary, but it's just really, really strong. Because you get to give something trample, you get to pick up a land, and you get to play that land again, so you can have double Landfall triggers, triple Landfall triggers if you have Evolving Wilds. It's just the Landfall and the trample, it just gets it's really, really good. So we're going to play both. Grove Rumbler, 3/3 trample, Landfall, get +2/+2. This is the big top end, you want to get this guy out as soon as you can. And the Planeswalker Arlen Cord is here for her +1. That's it. You can put a creature down and give it +2/+2 Vigilance and Haste. You're not going to make a wolf token, you're not going to flip her over, you're not going to give, I mean, those situations might come up, but I mean, at 99% of the time, you're going to want to +1 plum this girl because of haste and vigilance. Playing 25 lands, 4 Looming Spires because it's sweet, and we got a lot of low drops, so we can play Looming Spires on 3 and just play another 2-drop. And 4 Evolving Wilds because of the double Landfall. It's more about the double Landfall than it is the mana fixing. We're going to play both copies of the potentially come into play untapped dual lands. And more forests than mountains. A, because, well, we've got the Looming Spires for red. And B, we're playing 3 copies of Scythe Leopard. And if we can get a forest down on the first turn, then we want to. Excuse me. So yeah, that's Landfall. And we'll go have a game. with that, I'm probably not going to play more than one, just because, you know, I'll try to... Oh, this is something coming up on my computer here. What the fuck is this? Vulnerability scanner? Fuck off. Alright, that's gone. So yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I'll probably just do one game, and, you know, maybe once a week, twice a week, I'll throw out a half-constructed deck and get you guys to give me your feedback on it. You know, another thing that I wanted to ask is for any of you who were like me, heavily invested in this game in terms of playing it, do you still play it and do you still have fun with it? Because I generally don't still play it, and I have borderline medium range fun. Like, I'm not ever like, oh my god, I need to play Duels, I need to build a deck. It just doesn't, you know, I don't get that itch. What happens is I sit down one day and I realize, shit, man, I haven't looked at my quest log in 4 days. It's full. I should go get those coins, because if I don't, then I'm going to have to pay even more money for this game later on down the road. I've already put $120 into this game. You know, I'm not sure I would have done that if I didn't have a channel. You know, fuck, you know, I would have. Absolutely, I would have, because it's Magic, and that's, you know, it's a big deal to me. And obviously, if I'm going to start a channel about something, then it's something that I like. But, you know, it's just worn on me. You know, the more just disappointment after disappointment after disappointment with this, and it's just come to a point where I just don't have the urge to play it anymore. But, you know, it would be sad for this channel to die, because I had a great time building it and getting to know you guys. And, you know, getting in the comments. I like to get in my comment section, mix it up with people. And it's been fun to do the tournament and have, you know, interact with other YouTubers and do the Twitch stream. So there's a nice community around the game. That's the thing that's harder to let go than the game itself. So we're still searching for other players. Is my connection crapped out or something? I might not even get to play the Landfall deck. I might have to. I'm a bit OCD about that. I hate picking the same deck multiple times, because I feel like I got to Konami code it and press over and back a couple of times and pick a different deck. And now here we are waiting. I don't know why we had to wait so long when we're just pressing B after the searching menu. So this is pretty annoying. And this is the type of thing that really grinds my gears. You know, I sit down to play a game. Let's just up. You know, let's go into the two-headed giant menu. Let's go back to versus. I'm going to play against the AI if this doesn't work. Oh yeah, that's what we're going to do. So I got the weekend off. Sunday's Mother's Day. Got big plans for Mother's Day, and I got to go do it all tomorrow night, because I am a huge procrastinator. Absolutely huge. So I got to take the kids out and get a gift and figure out what to cook for breakfast. I think French toast. I hate French toast. I fucking hate French toast. But anyways, okay, so we got here to the waiting for players. Are we going to get stuck? Oh, we got a loading. All right, we got a player. So yeah, we'll play one game. And like I say, anybody who wants to copy the list and give it a test drive and tell me what you would change and whether or not it's any good, because I haven't put that much work into it. Rather than just put in, create a decent curve, a decent mana base with, you know, some of the old deck just modified with some of the new cards. So this is not a finely tuned creation or anything. Spark Mage's Gambit is one that I'm really interested in. Card just seems really good in this style of deck where you want to flood the board and just push through damage quickly. So let's have a look at our opener. Gnarly, 2 Rumblers, and a Gambit on the play. So we don't have anything really to do on turn 3. But we do have a 2-drop on the play, and these Rumblers are pretty good. So we should either pick up the 4th land to be able to cast one of these, or get another 2-drop that we can play on the 3rd turn in our next couple of cards. And watch that all not come true. Okay, so we're playing against Goblin Balloon Brigade. Okay, I think you can give that flying if you pay red. Yeah. So if you pay an extra mana every turn, it becomes a flying men. That's sweet. Well, we can play this next turn, but we're going to go ahead and get out the Gnarlid. Now, Spark Mage's Gambit will actually kill that. So it is kind of like a sorcery speed twin bolt in the right situation if he plays another 1-health Goblin. Listen to me saying health. I've been playing too much Hearthstone. If he plays another 1 toughness Goblin. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Hearthstone since Old Gods dropped, actually. So he's going to put a Call of the Full Moon on it. So there goes that idea. And unlike whatchamacallit, the Twin Bolt, this cannot send 2 damage at 1 creature. So we're not going to block that because it has Trample. So we're in a race against the Trampler already. And our turn 2 play is not looking very exciting. I'd love to pick up a 2-drop and get 2 creatures on the board this turn. And that's not what happens. So we'll play the Evolving Wilds. Go get a mountain. And depending on what happens, I may have to trade that Grove Rumbler if he doesn't give it flying. But we can swing for 4 here just like he did. So at this point, we're keeping up. We're going to get a Leopard down. Next turn, we can swing for 5 and play a Rumbler. So the race is on. Let's see what kind of removal he has. This could be a quick game. If I get stomped on by red aggro in like a couple of turns, then I'll probably play another one. Let's see what he's got with his 3 mana. Kyle makes it must attack. Am I right in saying that? If I pick up a 2-drop, I will probably just try to get that thing to fall off. I can play 2-drop and then Gambit it. He's going to Titan Strength, so yeah, he's pushing for damage here. But he's not building his board. But yeah, 2-drop and a Gambit, that would mark 1 damage on it, and when the aura falls off... When does it fall off? Upkeep? Oh, the mark damage would be off, so it wouldn't kill the Bloom Brigade. So that's unfortunate. And we're looking at a Majoring Bully. So yeah, it's a strong start for him. And he cast 2 spells last turn. Well, thank you very much. You knocked off your own aura. I'm glad to see that. I'm glad to see that. So I think part of me just wants to Gambit here, get that Bloom Brigade off the board, and then just swing this turn for 5. The other part of me wants to play that fucking Grove Rumbler. Or I could actually swing for 7. But I won't get a Rumbler on the table. But then he'll never be able to block with that Majoring Bully again. So I'm going to go this route. This is probably not correct, but that's what I'm going to do. Who knows? We've got a forest in our hand. We'll go get a mountain. I don't think it matters at this point, but hey. So there's 2 landfall triggers. And then let's Gambit. So he can't block, and that kills the Bloom Brigade. And now we're at 9 apiece. But we know he's playing Titan Strength. He's probably got a whole bunch of pump in there. God only knows. He might be able to kill us. We could just be Titan Strength is +3 plus the prowess, so that's 6. So if he's got 2 pumps, or if he's got... Yeah, he's going to need 2 pumps, I think. Because he wouldn't pump and Twin Bolt. Well, Twin Bolt would do it, because it would be a second prowess trigger +2 to the face, so he could Titan Strength and Twin Bolt face. That's a win. So let's see what he does. Does he have any way to... Yeah, there's another Titan Strength. This is getting ugly. We're down to 3. And again, if he goes face with a Twin Bolt, then hits for 7, it's GG. Fire Impulse doesn't do it, but it takes us down to 2. So that's a bit of a pain. Now we're just dead to any face burn spell. And we pick up Looming Spires, which we can play. And let's come on in. Now he's at 6, and we have a blocker. But he's got Spell Mastery online right now, so he can just kill that with Fire Impulse. You could have any face burn spell. +2/+2 and haste. So we're not even going to trade anymore. Can't believe I'm not dead. So we have the block, obviously. I'd like to be able to remove that, but Rootbound Crag doesn't remove that. So we'll make him watch an extra landfall trigger just because he's being a dickhead. Well, he's not being a dickhead, but he's, you know, I hate aggro decks, or red aggro decks like this with the auras, but it's a perfectly reasonable strategy. So, let's see. We're going to block with the Leopard this time. At least that's the plan. Habit of Carol Keep. What's under it? Hosed by the Priority Bug. You see the pause there? Yep. He couldn't have played it anyway. Or if he had a land in his hand. Anyway, let's see. I've got the block, but we're going to block with the leopard since we got a trampler that's potentially a 5/5, and if we pick up a burn spell or some other way to pump it up, Arlen Cord or something, we can just smack right through that abbot and kill him. You have to attack, my friend. Mage Ring Bully says that, so just press the Y button. Please. I'm recording. You should know this. Nope, doesn't look like he wants to do it. La 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 la. This is kind of annoying. Unless it's frozen up somehow, in which case, you know, we'll forgive him. Who are we playing against? USS Thresher. Rank 19. He's probably pissed off about this, but who knows? Like, if he had a land in hand, that wouldn't have passed his main phase. So he doesn't have a land, we know that. And I think the game's bugged out on us. It pretty much sucks. Probably just get out of here since I'm on the camera. But I'm stubborn like that. I'm going to wait at least a few more seconds. How long have I been recording? 16, 19, 16, 20? We'll give him 20 seconds and then we'll just concede, try to find another one and give him a free win. I still think we can pull this out though. The top of our deck is kind to us. Even in Evolving Wilds, we push through. Although he could Fiery Impulse in response to all those landfall triggers. But I would just let the first one resolve, actually, if we drew that. And then if he does an Impulse when we get to 5/5, then we can safely pull the second trigger. And if he does Impulse in response to the Wilds Landing, then we can crack it. And put a landfall trigger on the stack on top of Impulse either way. We're golden. Alright, I said 16:40, and now we're at 17 minutes. So congratulations, you got me. I think I could have won, but since I'm on the camera, I don't give a fuck about my rank. And we'll pull the trigger and try to find a new game. So there you go. Yeah, okay. Turn 1 Balloon Brigade, and I was, you know, secretly laughing inside my head at his Balloon Brigade, and then he slapped a Call of the Full Moon on it, which he promptly knocked off himself. I don't know if that was intentional. I doubt it. And we still potentially lost to it. I mean, I'd say the game was definitely in his favor. He's probably at least a 75% favorite to win that, maybe more. I don't know how many outs I actually had to win that game. We had a couple of burn spells, some lands that could have done the job for us. Maybe an Hakeem Firebird would have gotten the job done. I think it would have. That would have been 3 in the air plus trampling over for 4 more. So there's some stuff we could have drawn there, but we'll never know. And here we are stuck in the waiting for players to join the match. Another thing too, I was tremendously overheated when I started recording. The furnace was on and it's right above, the vent is right above my head. It just shoots down on me. So I shut that thing off and opened the window. So I don't know if you're getting any noises coming in from the outside. I got headphones on, so if there's anything catastrophic happening out there, it would be pretty much, you know, not nearly as audible to me as it would be to the microphone. So if that happens, or has happened, then I'm sorry. Now this, you know, I wish, sometimes I wish I could do the video editing, but I never did have the time or the desire to do that. I just want to sit down, play some Magic, and just press record. And, you know, I don't want to get involved with that side of it. It's just not for me. I tried it. I didn't like it. Just want to put out a video. Come on, now let's get in. So I don't know. I'm going to try and keep the channel, I'm not going to say alive, but on life support. At least support it somewhat. You know, maybe, like I said, maybe once a week. And I got 5 decks there. That'll do me over a month. Still no word on the priority at all. Like they said, it was a design decision, so it's not a bug, it's a feature. And then you know, Wizards Chris, I've seen him on Reddit saying, you know, that I wanted to play US or blue-white. What's wrong with me? Blue-red prowess, and you know, this is affecting me too. Can't get in. No, I'm gonna go play against the AI because there's enough dead air on this video already. And I hate talking through dead air. I'd rather be playing Magic. And after this, I'm going to go play some N'Zoth Paladin. I've been having a lot of fun with that. But that's Hearthstone. We won't talk about that here. I always do a medium duel when I'm questing. Even though I cleared my quest log late last night, so I don't actually have any new ones. But I do medium, and it's because it doesn't end in 5. And then my gold total will always end in a 0. Yep, that is true. That is why I do it. It's sad, but it's true. I know I can do 2 quests at end of 5, and it ultimately evens out, but when it ends in 5, I can't stop playing, so I have to have it end in 0 before I shut the game off, so at least this way, I can shut it off whenever I like after any game. So here we go. What do we got? 2 Scythe Leopards, no second land. On the draw. No, thank you. Leopard into Gnarlid, 3 spells, all red. On the draw. No thank you. So we're all in on Scythe Leopard here, and we're on the draw. So this is not good. 3 opening hands, couldn't see a 2-drop, not 1 out of the 14 that we have. Or is that a lie? Nope, we saw lots of leopards, but no 2-drops. Hey, there's an advocate, okay. Come on in, Mr. Leopard. Our opponent's playing Wastes. And I think he's actually called Opponent. Yep, he's called Opponent. Green Wastes into that thing. I wish I could pull the left trigger and bring that up. But no, I got to do this. And it is a Stalking Drone. Devoid. Gets +1, +2 until end of turn. So we want to play a 2-drop, and it's a good one. So we'll offer to trade off our 1-drop with his 2-drop. We'd rather not, but that thing has half-decent ability, so we might as well just offer it up now. And then we'll have an uncontested 2-drop if he trades, otherwise we get 2 damage. 2 damage it is. And let's get our 2/3 Vigilance in play. It's just 1 colorless, or I'm sorry, 1 single colorless mana, yeah. But only once each turn, so he's tapping out for Scion Summoner, which is, I'm sure it's going to summon a 1/1. Yeah. So he's got 3 dudes now. And this is tricksy, because now he has colorless mana open for this thing. Even though it looks like he's tapped out. So I think we'll devour it in flames. I think that's what we'll do. So we get our Landfall trigger, kill that annoying thing, and pick that up. I'm sure he'll trade with the Scion Summoner, since it's already done its thing. Oh shit, he's got a double block on the Advocate. I'm a fucking idiot, man. Oh, fuck. That was stupid. Oh, well, that's rust. So as soon as I locked that attack in, I was like, oh my god. That was horrendous. Yeah, okay. But that's it. What's done is done. No getting that one back. Now what have we here? Mina and Den. We can't play that this turn because we picked up a land last turn. So, we're going to Evolving Wilds for a mountain. And swing for 3. I could Gambit here just to kill the Scion. I don't think that's good value. We'll get the Mina and Den down and then we'll worry about this thing later on. If he casts a Reality Smasher now and, you know, ramps into a 5-drop, I'll probably feel pretty bad. Well, he's swinging again, but... Does he have a 3-drop? He does not. Ooh, Tireless Tracker. I think that's probably a better play than Mina and Den right now, because we get a guaranteed clue. We can't sack it, but, you know, what are you going to do? This is really good for this deck, because one of the only ways the deck can actually gas up is by spamming clues. And, you know, you're playing 25 lands, so if you get board wiped and you got a couple of clues on board, it's much easier to recover. What do we got here? Juggernaut. Oh, wow. Juggernaut. So we can pump. They'll both offer a trade. So we can't get him out of range by sacking clues, so I want to get Mina and Den on board. And that thing has to attack anyway, so we'll just go like this. Yeah, he's going to take the trade. Then we'll play a 4-4. Now we can play this because of Mina and Den's ability, but I don't actually want to. Oh, he's playing blue. Interesting. And this is a Thought Harvester. What does that thing do? 2/4 flying. Whenever you cast a colorless spell, exile the top of my, well, target opponent. So we can Evolving Wilds. Take a clue. Then we can give this guy Trample. Pick up the Evolving Wilds. Replay the Evolving Wilds. It's being foolish here now. And we can swing. So he blocks. Sacrifice a clue. No, he's big enough. So he doesn't actually trample over. But he kills him. Oh my. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Just kind of fucking around. Did I want that landfall trigger later? I don't care. Lots of clues. Lots of clues. We can't use Spark Mage's Gambit on a Hexproof Beast. It's kind of shitty. Looming Spires. There we go. This is a fun one with Mina and Den. So we Looming Spires, first strike. And then I'm sure he can have trample. Then we pick up the Looming Spires. Next one. And because of her ability, we get to play a second Looming Spires. There's another clue. And we'll give her trample. Like I said, we're just fucking around here now. Pick up that Looming Spires again for next turn if there is one. Push. Now we're trampling across for 7 exactly. We won't even crack a clue, although we could to buff it up. And yeah, so Mina and Den, Looming Spires. Pretty fun times. I totally fucked up with that Sylvan Advocate, but I don't give a shit. It's just the AI. And I'm not really playing this game more than once or twice a week just to clear out a quest log. So, but when I do, I will try to record it and upload it. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.